position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Glad to have you with us at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas, home to the UTSA Roadrunners. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the UTSA Roadrunners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Fielded in the end zone. It's Kane. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. In the country, they come at you from all angles, so I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Boom. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The give to the back. It'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. So we're scoreless. Their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
The Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires left. He's got it. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Now from inside the red zone. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Back to pass. This time he's got it. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point.
Purdue 7, UTSA 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. From the gun, running back on the move. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball over.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you could tell the QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Purdue!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
0.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UTSA this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. The Roadrunners want to pick up the tempo. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
A lot of times when you're in your own territory and it's 4th and 1, you see the offense try to draw people off sides. No, sir. They say, we're going to get this thing. We need 1 yard. We got 1 yard. We worked on it all week. They were successful. Nice aggressiveness early in their own territory.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they got it at the 42.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Roadrunners line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy that's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just 1 step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive. That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The Roadrunners will try to convert on 4th down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down. And the Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. There he goes. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Roadrunners come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Complete to the left. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Hand off from the shotgun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Roadrunners are on the move. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throws for the tight end. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds a man on the left. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. The Roadrunners want to crank the tempo. They'll go to the air. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Roadrunners! It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You've got to make plays. You've got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kane. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. and here comes the offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He wants to go deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite.
Makes a grab deep. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll take another shot here. And it won't make the connection, going for the big play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. No huddle offense to the line. Give to the running back. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Boilermakers are in the hurry-up.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in 1st down. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice 3rd down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it 3rd and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the middle. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I think it's really hard to overthrow that guy. He is already that fast, and he breaks open, and you have an opportunity just to club up a little bit. Just put a little bit more air underneath that and let the speedster run underneath it and make you look like a...
He unleashes a long one. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you.
He lets one fly deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Time to take a shot. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Oh, better look out. Can't get him to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Sneaks it in. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before. He gets it out to the 40-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Let's it fly. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Past the 50. Past the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Purdue! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
42, UTSA 14.
The Boilermakers will kick it off to start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
It's complete to the right. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety.
It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
You got to be able to finish plays, and that running back had it, man. He had a first down, but he just could not hold on to the football. You got to be able to finish runs. That's one thing this...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
And the Roadrunners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He leaves it with his back. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
Well, this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Pressure coming. Chunked it away just as he was hit. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. Great place to start for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds his big tight end. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Wants to go up top. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Boilermakers headed quickly to the line. Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boilermakers! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys. Got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Florida managed to avoid being gator bait by scratching and clawing their way to a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads it left. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. And it's his 4th interception of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They'll go to the ground. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up the short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. The Boilermakers are on the move. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Going to swing it on second down. Forced out of the pocket. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. And fortunate to get it back.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets, right?
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Purdue! And they take it in for 6 more points. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable because right now it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
14.
And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down. He wants to take the top off. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one.
Get set, get set.
He'll start this drive going to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And we need more of this from this defense.